Welcome to the Chiefs Arena match preview time. Kaizer Chiefs versus Richards Bay in the Betway Premiership game week 4. We've went, is it 10, 11, 12 or so days without playing a football match, so should work on our favor. I expect to see some freshness in the players. We've gotten enough rest, man, compared to the teams who were participating in the MTN 8 semi-finals. Of course, Richards Bay um, were also knocked out. Did they even make the top 8? I'm not sure, but they weren't playing in this past weekend. So yeah, man, it should work on our favor. I expect to see some fresh legs, some great energy. Now, this is not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but at least it's not being played at Mhlathuze. It was going to be more difficult if it was being played in that stadium. It's a small pitch and the grass is not really good. So it's being played at Princess Makoko. It's also not your ideal, stadium in terms of the length, in terms of the grass, but it's way better than um Umhlathuze. But yeah, man, nonetheless, that's no excuse. We should go out there and get a win. Last season, we won in the first leg, we beat them. Second leg, they beat us at Umhlathuze Stadium. So yeah, coming into this game, let's go through the predicted starting 11 first before we try to break down the game technically. In goals, it's obviously going to be Brendan Peterson, whom I have officially placed on fraud watch. If he does any costly mistake in the next 3 games, I am calling for him to get dropped. He cost us 3 points against Mamelodi Sundowns. Um, got us knocked out of the MTN 8. So there's no room for error, man. We have another great goalkeeper on the bench. So yeah, it must stop being comfortable. So yeah, I think we are going to play with a 3-5-2 once again. The same formation we used against Mamelodi Sundowns. Thabo Mloisane, Zichakunika and Inaso Miguel as the two centre backs in the middle of the park. Sibongiseni Mthethwa played really well against Mamelodi Sundowns. I believe he should have been named man of the match alongside Lebohang Maboe and Spesihle Ndlovu. And then on the flanks, playing as the wing backs, going up and down. Chabi Somnyani on the right, Pule Modi on the left, and then up front against Sundowns, it was Langelihle Pili and Luke Bartman. I think Wandile Duba is coming in for this one. Bartman in the last 2 games haven't been um, he hasn't been shit, but he hasn't been great. One delay Tuba came in against Sundowns. I think he did very well. I think he starts this game now. We are obviously limited in the left back position, which is why we might play this formation. Now my concern about this 3-5-2, 3-4-3, whatever. Against Sundowns, you can play that formation, because they are going to dominate the ball. You are going to do a lot of defending. So off the ball, you can have your back five, and then on the ball, you can push your wing backs. Now against a Richards Bay side, where you are going to dominate the ball, they are probably going to implement a low block. I don't think a 3-5-2 is the ideal formation. I don't think the 3-5-2 is the ideal formation. What I do for this in this game, I'd play Thabo Mloisane as a left back. I'd play Mloisane as the left back, and then play him um, the role which Bradley Cross usually plays, whereby he doesn't overlap. When we are in position, he tucks inside to make um, a three man rest defense, and then when we're off the ball, we don't have the ball, he can drift outside and become a left back. Then we have a back four, we have three midfielders, and we are pressing them with a front three. That's what I'd do. But I think from what I've seen so far, I think Fernando da Cruz is a bit pragmatic. So I think he's going to go with this 3-5-2, which gives you more assurance defensively, because you have numbers at the back of the ball. You have five defenders. If you push one full back, you still have four defenders. So defensively, yes, it does work, but I think it's going to limit us going forward. Langelihle Pilo would be drifting outside, of course, where he's most dangerous. I'd rather he plays there. I'd rather he receives the ball most of the time, on the flanks where he has, space in front of him to take his man on, But with this formation, he'll have to operate in the half spaces a lot of time in the left hand side half spaces with Wandile Duba drifting to the right. I think it's limiting us a bit, in attack. We also look at our midfield, the players supporting our two forwards, Spacey Ndlovu, Lewang Mabu, and Sibongiseni Mchechwa. There's no creativity in that midfield. There's no creativity, so it's going to limit us. In terms of creating chances, it's going to limit us. That's why I'd opt for a 4-3-3. Sacrifice one between Spacey Ndlovu. I'd sacrifice Spacey Ndlovu. No, okay, yeah, I'd sacrifice Spacey Ndlovu. Play Ethan Chislet as the 10, Duduzi Shabalala, and then play two wingers, Langelihle Pili, Fundo Vilagazi, and then Wandile Duba up front, But I think this is going to be the formation. My score prediction, I'm going with a 1-0 Kaizer Chiefs win. I think we'll just edge it, a slender 1-0 win. And yeah, a scrappy win. It's going to be very difficult to play under those conditions. I'm not really sure about the condition of the stadium so far this season, but yeah, for the fact that it got approved, it means it is playable, So yeah, let's see what happens. We'll be live, of course, on the watch along. So make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified when we go live for the game. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down on the comment section. I am out.